Hey guys, welcome to another story time Wednesday. I know it's supposed to be Tuesday, and I told you it was going to be Tuesdays. The last 2 weeks it was Tuesday, but yesterday was just kind of a crazy day. I mean, I wasn't super busy, but it was just, I got some unfortunate news. And so I was just in a bad mood most of the day, and then I forgot pretty much until the end of the day. I'm like, what? So that happened. So I'm sorry that I didn't get this even filmed. It's Wednesday, I'm filming this, and I'm going to plan on uploading this tonight. But yesterday was just a little crazy for me mentally, so there was that. But I am back, I am here today, and I am going to tell you about my third job. And that meaning that I have a kitty right beside me. It's a puppy. It hates being held. It was the third job that I was hired to, but it didn't end when my next job started, if that makes sense. I mean, it kind of ended, but it was during the school year when I was in college, and I worked there all 4 years. So I did what it was. I did this cat's bothering me. I did what was it called? Pretty much learn and earn. I forget what it was called though. But a job to work on campus while I was going to school there. And so I don't know if we took like a survey thing or what exactly took place in order for you to be placed in a job, but I remember we went to a thing, like a meeting, and they told us what jobs we had. And the job that I had, that I was placed in, was cleaning a classroom building, like the main classroom building. And there were 3 floors, well, a basement type of thing, and then 3 floors. And the basement was mainly just a computer lab and bathrooms and this big office stockroom area for the cleaning thing. But anyway, then there were the 3 floors, 2 of them being classroom buildings, and the very top floor being offices for teachers and such, professors. But anyway, I got that placement, and I wasn't really excited about it because, I don't know, this made me seem like really lame and like snooty or something, but I felt like it was like one of the lowest, at the time at least, felt like it was like one of the lowest jobs that you could have on campus, cleaning classrooms and bathrooms. And I'm like, great. Although I don't know if I knew it at the time or if I only found it out later, but I definitely found it out later one way or another, either more so or just altogether. But I think the worst job on campus was probably, as far as student jobs went, was probably the kitchens doing dishes, because I heard some terrible things about people. Like a friend or two of mine worked washing dishes and stuff at in our common area, or like it was a place called the Commons, which is like where we ate and stuff, our lunchroom. But anyway, I ended up liking my job pretty well. I was on my own a lot. I had my boss, my supervisor, but there was only one other guy. My phone is dying. Sorry. There's only one other guy, classroom or student wise, that was cleaning, and he was pretty nice. But I cleaned the ground floor, like the basement, and the first floor, and then he had the second floor and maybe like the 3rd floor or something. I don't know, but there wasn't much on the 3rd floor to clean. There wasn't much on the ground floor to clean, except I had to sweep and mop the tile, and eventually I started cleaning some of the keyboards and stuff for some extra time or money. But I got along with, I think maybe we started cleaning everything together and we just split it up. But whatever the case, I didn't mind it too bad. The guy was pretty nice. We were both kind of quiet, or maybe he wasn't quiet when we weren't there, but when we were there, we were both kind of quiet. And I didn't mind it too much. It was satisfying to clean off the desks. A lot of the desks, I don't know if you've, well, I don't know, a lot of classrooms are probably set up different, and this is a somewhat small campus, small college. But the desks, a lot of them were just like U-shaped, like a big, like, the classroom was like, the desk area was like a big U-shape, like a U-shaped table with like a bunch of chairs, and there were like 2 tiers of these U-shaped tables with chairs behind them. So we would just clean the tables off. We also had to clean the board, but it was just very satisfying when there's stuff on them, or like cleaning the board when it was like full of stuff. It was just very satisfying to clean that off. Like the dirtier it was, the more satisfying it was to see it become clean. Because I'm weird like that. But I'll go on. I'll talk more in the future, another job I have with satisfyingly clean things. But I enjoyed that. The hours, because it was working while I was going to school, it was a campus job while I was going to school, I only worked 7.5 hours a week, which is less than most people work in a day. But I would have classes, and then on Monday through Thursday I would work, I think like 5:30 to 7. It was like an hour and a half a day, and then on Friday it was 3:30 to 5, so I could get done, or no, yeah, 3:30 to 5, so I could get done a little bit earlier. And so it worked out pretty nice. I have some notes in here. Hidden job hours. They worked around my classes, especially toward the end of college, where I had a couple night classes. They would be like either during that time, or like sometimes I even have to I'd have classes and then go from my last class to working, and then I'd have to go fast so that I could get done with my stuff in time to go to my night class. And then I'd eat supper after my night class at like 9 o'clock. It made for a long night, but that happened. But he did work around my hours sometimes if I needed to, as far as classes went. And then also, by the way, this might be a shorter video because there isn't a really interesting story related to this job, but there were a couple times, especially like in the second half of my college career, I guess you could say, I just kind of I wasn't as, I wasn't as devoted, I guess, to my job. Not that I was like somebody that didn't want to work, but I would take naps during the day, and I would either wake up and realize that I had missed, like I was going to be late for work, and most of the time I think it was in that case, where I realized I was going to be late for work, and I just wouldn't go. There's no other job that I've had that I can think of that I've ever done that for, but for that job, I don't know, I guess it didn't seem like a legit job, so I felt better doing it. I don't know. I'm not saying it's okay that I did it, but I think that was kind of my thinking. There was one time where my friend Georgia, one of my college friends, was sad about something, and they all wanted to go out to eat to kind of cheer her up, just at like Wendy's. And we went, and it was not long after I got there, and I think I even rode with somebody else, maybe not, that I needed to be going to work, or I needed to be at work. And so I ended up messaging my supervisor and telling him that my friend was upset and I needed to be with her, and so I wouldn't be able to be at work. It's not a good excuse, but it's what I said. It's what I texted, so that's what happened. So there was that, and then I feel like there's one other thing. Maybe that was it. But yeah, There's times where I kind of like sleep through working, or I'd make up kind of an excuse, kind of like that, where I probably could have made it back, but I didn't want to miss out on something. And there's plenty of things that I missed out on with my college friends. But again, if you want that, if you want me to make a story about that, comment down below or thumbs up this video and let me know. But that's pretty much the gist. I did cleaning. I actually, for the most part, enjoyed it. I listened to some music while I cleaned, and it was just like an hour and a half a day, 7.5 hours a week. I think I added it up back when I was working there. So if I added that up wrong, I'm sorry, I guess. But that's it for that video. For this video, for that story, for that job. There's really not much to tell else for that, because it was just a simple job. There wasn't any drama. I only worked with one other person, and there wasn't anything crazy that ever happened. The guy, like I said, the guy I worked with was kind of quiet too, but he was really nice, and my supervisor was super nice. I didn't have any problems with him, and in fact he probably got annoyed with me and didn't even express it. But yeah, that's it for this video. I will make the next video. My job, I think, was working on the gates at a closed community. So I will be telling that next week. So please subscribe if you want to check that out for next week, if you want to continue to watch my storytime videos. And I'm not really sure what I'm doing with vlogging videos yet. I've been doing vlogs, but I'm not sure what's going to be happening with that yet. And like I said, I think last week or something, there may or may not be another series I'll be doing soon, but we'll just have to see. Only time will tell. So I will see you in next week's video, or my next video, or I will see you in next week's storytime video, or just in my next video in general. So see ya.